Solna Centrum. This is the exit towards Arena Staden, Friends Arena. People say that Solna Centrum is one of the most beautiful metro stations in Stockholm. I tend to agree. It definitely catches the eye. Let's read a bit. So yeah, obviously the station is dominated by its bright red color. An evening red sky, according to the artist, has a long spruce forest. And there are different scenes with motifs based on issues of the 70s, like environmental damage, rural depopulation, and nature. The artists have also created showcases with sculptured scenes, for example a large elk, the king of the forest, as well as a small cottage approaching the White House and power. When additional art was added, Anders Åberg created a display case with motifs from the old, now demolished Hagalund district. And again, this was inaugurated in 1975, and more art added in 1992. And this is the elk. You see he's next to the house, and we see the red sunset. And here are the artists of the station, Karl Björk and Anders Åberg. He says in Swedish, stations artist. Here is deforestation. It was happening in the 70s, it's happening also now. Cars and garbage in the forest, pollution. Workers in the forest. Industrialization, we see here. The times they are changing. Small cottages versus the White House. Clouds and the waterfall. Trains in the forest. Fox being quite sad because of the chemical factories, combinates, the chemical industry invading the nature. Also there are some displays with Consum, Butiken. So we understand the theme of the station very well. Warning, this is a mine. also fishermen, and a little village in the forest, Folkets Hus. It is indeed quite beautiful. And this is the other exit towards Solna Centrum. Solna Centrum is a mall, a shopping mall here in Solna. Solna is a city in itself, attached to Stockholm basically. Let's go back. Orientation. So we'll go back towards northwest. Again, Solna Centrum. So I take you through a walk. I take you to a walk through the imaginary forest by the sunset. It's way past sunset now. We see it's 1:45. Again, I see here the artists of the station, Carlo Björk and Anders Åberg. Here we see the Åbergs Måleri, the artist painting, and the tram going to Sandell, which is another town very close to Solna. And this is very nice representation of a village, little village. Here we see the stars and the moon, because it's of course the sunset. We see again the elk crossing the road, about to be hit by a car, by a truck, by a lorry. And we see the wood being carried away while the rabbit is running scared. And in the middle of the forest we have a little gas station and a little village. And also here we have people being moved, fleet-footing. This is the moving company. Singer. See the life. And again the wood being carried away. by this horse. And the peaceful life of the forest being disturbed by the bulldozers, and the contrast between the little villager fishing and destroying bulldozer and the factories in the background. It's quite impressive that this was done in the 70s, 75. So yeah, and the only violin player. This concludes the walk in Solna Centrum metro station. And take the long stairs up. So these are the stations on the blue line. Not all of them, of course. In Västra Skogen, the blue line is splitting as you come from the city center. One line goes to Okala, and the other one is going to Julsta. And there are many more stations on these two branches. Exit, depends how you want to call it, towards Arena Staden or Friends Arena, where is the new national stadium. It used to be right here at this entrance, and the old Rosunda Stadium. Now it was teared down and some apartment buildings were built.